want to hear a crazy story? So, why I got injured? So, a lot of times injuries come in threes. Things come in threes. Deaths come in threes. So do knee injuries. Mickey James, torn ACL. The next week after that, Lars Sullivan, torn ACL. The third week after that, we're on a live event. We're in Denver. I'm wrestling Mustafa Ali. We have like a sick match called. I'm like excited to work him. We've never had a singles before. And some of the boys are talking about Lars Sullivan not even being here for 2 weeks, and he tears his ACL. At that time, I had never been injured. I had maybe been in WWE for 10 years, possibly like around a decade. And I jokingly said, I've been trying to get hurt, and I don't get hurt. Then I realized what I said. I'm like, oh, I need to knock on wood, and there was no wood around. There was a table, but it was plastic. And I knocked on the plastic table, and that night, I ruptured my patella tendon. Yeah, true story. Isn't that crazy? I basically put it out in the universe, and the universe brought it back and humbled me, which the universe does do that. You get too cocky, you will be humbled.
Shalom. I want to give unguarded praises to yaHAWAH, BAHASHAM, yaHAWASHI, the bonus to the elders and apostle millstone who taught me the truth of sincerity, and salutation to the hopeful elect expert of the forgiveness service. This is going to be another lesson titled Pride Goes Before Distortion. In the clip you just watched was a um, story or a podcast done by the channel called In the Ropes or Inside the Ropes, right, where they were, I guess, uh, interviewing this WWE wrestler known as Jinder Mahal. All right, and he basically was telling a story about how he ruptured his knee. Okay, and he mentioned that he was basically saying that he been in the wrestling for 10 years. He just never got injured, and he basically he wanted to get injured. Okay, so that was his pride. Okay, he basically said that he never could have gotten injured, and ultimately the Lord yaHAWASHI, he made him eat his words. Okay, by injuring him. All right, and this goes back to what? This is a prime example of this scripture, Proverbs 16:18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. All right, because the General Hall, he was very powerful. Okay, he was saying that he just never could have gotten injured. Right, you know, and then the destruction was his knee injury. All right, him rupturing his knee. Okay, and that was a sign for yaHAWAH by Shah, you know, bringing his proudness down. Okay, and a haughty spirit before he falls. So let me look at these words here. Pride, exaltation, okay, arrogancy, right? So General, he was arrogant, okay, pomp, all right. And a haughty spirit before he fall. A haughty meaning a wicked, go back to wickedness, okay. Oftenness, and it just go back to proudness, all right. Being arrogantly superior and disdainful, okay. All right, and this is why we have to remain humble, okay. You know, this is important of being humble, okay. You know, you shouldn't want to get injured, okay. You know, And we shouldn't be too proud as well. So this is cautionary tale. Don't be proud. Okay, Esau, he's about to be humble. Okay, because Jeremiah got humble. Esau, he's about to get humble. Okay. So I'm closing here, breaking all the praises to Yahweh. Bashim, Yahshua, Bashim, Kabbalah, that's official.